So there's been a parallel with things. See, Esau is very desperate now because we've hit Times Square. People are waking up to the fact that we're Hebrew Israelites, and we've been going and confronting these Edomite churches right there on the street, you know, with the fact that we are the Hebrew Israelites and the fact that Yahweh Shai was black with white woolly hair. So Esau is caught in his lies and is being confronted about it daily, which is why they're sending Vocab Malone to pretty much bring down we Hebrew Israelites. And then, of course, you got the Avenger for Blood YouTube channel, as well as Sakari 1775. All these are 1715. You know, they're doing everything they can to make us look like we're a bunch of frauds, a bunch of false prophets. But this is the true biblical prophecy. If they weren't going through so much effort, well, then we wouldn't be doing our job now, would we? But they're desperate. They are desperate because they know that their time is up. Esau knows that he has but a short time, because Esau is the devil the Bible speaks of. He is a so-called white man, you know, where there are one, there are many. Just like you see in the TV series, and I'm sure a lot of us watch Walking Dead. I know I do, and you know, it's kind of like when the Edomite Eugene had turned, you know, and he told Negan when he went up, he says, I always knew that I was Negan. It just took you to show me the way. Well, that's Esau. Where there is one, there are many. Edomites, Esau, Satan. Because, well, we already know the Edomites worship the entity Satan, which we know that the entity Satan is the Edomites. So they're one and the same. And that's why you see all the satanic signs, you know, people holding up this, or, you know, or this, you know, rock concerts, whatever, is because, of course, Esau wants to be worshipped. You know, Steven Seagal, another one, which we know that the Samoans are really the Greeks, and so we know that Steven Seagal is really Greek. And he stated this about Hollywood, because you know as well as I do that Hollywood doesn't really like him. He said there are two kinds of people in Hollywood. There are those that want to be worshipped, and there's those that just love making movies. Well, he's just one that likes making and putting together movies, you know, because he enjoys it, you know. You know. And, of course, that's why the Hollywood industry doesn't like him. Because, of course, he comes against. And so, as of lately, we've been very public about it. A lot of celebrities, especially with the latest Prodigy, before he died, he stated, don't call me black, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. So this thing's going public, especially now that you have the Elders and Apostles of Great Millstone on 42nd and Broadway, a.k.a. Times Square. So we're showing the world who we are. So with that, this message getting out there like that, then you know that this famine of the word is coming quickly. With Vocab Malone coming to attack us, Avenger for Blood YouTube channel, and all these other paid-off Israelite groups to make us look like false teachers coming out. You know as well as I do that they're going to try to label us as terrorists. You know, especially with ISUPK acting like ISIS, you know, coming around with their guns and radical talk, and just it's to deliberately tear this down. You know, because you try to get us on the streets, you try to come to our camps. ISUPK has come to our camps, IUIC, GODC, all these other ones have come to our camps, and they can't disprove us. Because we have it, you know. We have the spirit of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai. In the essence that we're given the true teachings. We're not wearing satanic hexagrams or anything like that, you know. We are doing it correctly, breaking it down correctly. And that being said, if we are going off, because yes, of course you have members in this thing that are going off, but we rebuke and reteach, because you have to relearn what you learned. Always. You know, because it happens. It happens to all of us. We come in there with what we've been taught before, and we forget to empty our mind out, you know, and just to unlearn what we have learned, so that way we can relearn again, coming in as babes, harmless as doves. You know, we have to come into this truth. You cannot come into this thing with baptism or, you know, Southern Baptist or Pentecostal or all those other cult dealings. You have to start out fresh. You have to start all over again, because you were taught wrong. And that's why I've differed with everything we've been taught. This word of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai differs with everything we've been taught. So we have to relearn what we have learned. Because if we learned it from these Edomites, then we know nothing. And we know this. And that's what we at Great Millstone do. We constantly are relearning everything. And so it's all new. We don't teach in the name of Jesus Christ. We teach in the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai. Jesus Christ is their God. It's the God of the Edomites. We know that Jesus Christos is really Hail Zeus. Christos means to christen. So we really do know it's to uphold Zeus, is what Jesus Christ really means. A lot of people don't want to see it as that, because you know, they just don't want to go against what they were taught. But yet this word of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai goes against everything that we've been taught. So they have their God, and it's a false God. Jesus Christ is a false God. We know it's the worship of the image of Cesare Borgia, so we know it's the worship of the so-called white man, pretending to be God. And that's what Esau can't stand, is that his counterfeit Christianity is coming down. And so he wants to do everything he can to revive Christianity. But it's not happening anymore. Even the Edomites don't even follow that bullshit Christianity. A lot of them just say that they're atheists. And they don't believe that there is a higher power. They, you know, go with evolution, all these other things, because they refuse. So, you know, they just lie. They lie about everything. That's what Edomites do. They make up stuff as they go along. Make everything the way that they want it to be. Kind of like what Anakin said towards the end of the Star Wars movie in Revenge of the Sith. This is how Esau thinks. We could take over. We can just make things up the way that we want to. We can rule this world. Well, that's what Esau does. So I hope everybody was edified, and also want to say peace and honors and to the hopeful elect, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us all this truth, who is on Times Square now. So, shalom.